Hey there, beautiful soul. I am so glad that you are here with me today because I have something really, really important to share with you. I don't know what you are going through right now, but I want you to take a moment and listen to this truth. God can change your situation. And I know sometimes it feels like you are stuck, like no matter what you do, things just aren't moving forward. Maybe you've been praying and hoping, but it feels like nothing is happening. But I want you to know that God is always at work, even when we can't see it. He's not distant. He is right there with you in the middle of everything. And believe it or not, He's already orchestrating things in your favor. You see, God has a way of stepping into our lives in the most unexpected ways. Sometimes, when we think all hope is lost, that's exactly when He shows up and things turn around. It may not always be the way we imagine or our timeline, but His timing is perfect. It's like when you plant a seed. You don't see anything for a while, but deep down, something is happening. That seed is growing roots, reaching down into the soil, getting ready to sprout and become something so beautiful. Your situation right now might look hopeless, but that doesn't mean God isn't moving. And just because you can't see the roots growing doesn't mean that they're not. And just because the breakthrough hasn't come yet, that doesn't mean it's not on its way. You have to trust that God is working. You have to trust that He's working behind the scenes. Okay? Preparing the way, and that He's got something amazing in store for you. Let me share a little story from the Bible. It's about a man named Lazarus. Lazarus was sick, and his sisters sent for Jesus, asking Him to come and heal their brother. But Jesus didn't come. He didn't come right away. In fact, by the time Jesus got there, Lazarus had already been dead for 4 days. His sisters were heartbroken and probably a little confused, wondering why Jesus hadn't come sooner. But Jesus had a bigger plan. He walked up to that tomb and called Lazarus out, bringing him back to life. And everyone there saw a miracle that day. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's great, but what does that have to do with me? Here's the thing. Just like with Lazarus, sometimes it feels like God is taking too long. Like He's not hearing our prayers, or He's forgotten about us. But He hasn't. He's waiting because He's about to do something even greater than we imagine. He's going to take that situation that feels dead, that dream that feels like it's over, and He's going to bring it back to life. Okay? In a way that shows His power and love in your life. Can you perceive that? I want you to think about your situation. Maybe it's a financial struggle. Maybe it's a relationship that's falling apart. a health issue, or something else that's weighing heavy on your heart. Whatever it is, I want you to know that God sees it. He knows exactly what you need, and He's already working on it. He's going to show up, and when He does, it's going to be better than you could ever have imagined. Okay? So, while you're waiting, I want you to remember a few things. First, keep trusting Him. It's hard. I know, trust me. Especially when things aren't going the way that you hope. But faith isn't about seeing, it's about believing. Even when you can't see, it's about trusting that God's got you. Even when you are walking through the valley. Okay? Second, keep praying. Prayer is powerful. It's not just about asking God for what you need. It's about building that relationship with Him, drawing closer to Him, and finding peace in His presence. When you pray, you are not just talking to the air. You are talking to the one who has the power to change everything. Third, keep your eyes open for small miracles. Sometimes we are so focused on big breakthroughs that we are waiting for that we miss the little signs of God's love and provision, and the way it could be a word of encouragement from a friend, an unexpected blessing, or even just a moment of peace in the middle of a storm. Those are reminders that God is with you and that He's working and that He hasn't forgotten about you. Okay? So, and finally, don't give up. Please don't give up. I know it's tough and I know it's tempting to just throw in the towel and just walk away. But I'm here to tell you that your breakthrough could be just around the corner. God can turn your situation around in an instant. It might not look like the way that you expected it, and it might not happen when you want it, but when it does, it will be perfect. Okay? And I believe that there's a purpose. There's a purpose in your struggle, and that God is using this time to grow you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for something greater. Your pain is not wasted. Your tears are not forgotten, and your prayers are not unheard. God is with you, and He is working all things together for your good. So hold on a little longer. Keep trusting, keep praying, and keep believing. God is going to show up. And when He does, it's going to be more than you ever dreamed. The same God who raised Lazarus from the dead, who parted the Red Sea, and who made a way when there was no way, that's the same God who is working in your life right now. He's going to change your situation, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay? I wholeheartedly believe that. So, thank you for being here, and I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you'll see God's hand and God's work in your life, and that you will find hope and strength to keep going, and that you'll experience his love in a new and powerful way. And remember, God can change your situation, and he will just keep holding on. So, God bless you. And if you like this content, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And I will talk to you soon.